Good evening, everybody. I'm here this evening, joined with lovely ladies, Mary and Sue. And today we are going to talk about how to send a successful email. So I will just start off talking about how to send a successful email. So the first question would be, what do you do when you get a new lead? What you need to do when you get a new lead is you establish a point of contact by writing to them, in this case an email. So when you have contacted them, you need, in that email, you need to thank them for contacting you, and then you introduce yourself. After you've introduced yourself, then you need to consider other things. Things that you need to consider in writing your email are things like, who are you? Yeah, not who is the person, and what do you stand for? Because that person needs to know what you stand for. Not, you don't need to know what that person stands for, and why should this person be listening to you? Why has this person actually come to you? What do you have to offer this person? What value or what information do you have for this person? Then also consider, when will you communicate to this person or to this lead? Those are my first few things that I need to consider. So I will now introduce Sue and ask Sue to continue and see what she has when she's writing an email. Sue?
Oh, hi. Yeah, Purity mentioned that you need to let your prospect know what you stand against. And, is that really important? I would say yes, because you need to set off on the right footing in building your relationship with your prospect. Yes, so your prospects need to know things about you. You are building a working relationship here, and in our business, you need to trust someone before you can commit yourself to be their customer. And the best thing to do is from the outset. When you send them your introduction emails, you need to let them know. I mean, you can let them know in the first email, or you can let them know in the second email if you're following up what you stand against, and you don't need to say much. All you have to say is, simple thing like, just so you know, I really hate people who don't practice what they preach. Some people will say, this is the way you can get leads, this is the way you can do this is the way you can do that, and yet in their own business they've got nothing. So have they actually been practicing what they preach? And that just sets a good footing in them thinking, okay, let's see how far this goes. And of course, once you get to know each other, they will see that within your own business, you do have some customers. And obviously, you didn't just get them there if you hadn't put some of those things into practice. And how do you keep them interested? Well, the thing is, with the business we're in, we do have systems where they follow up to 10 emails. But that doesn't mean that you don't need to do anything yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you and them. So they may buy, they may not buy in those 10 emails. But you need to start sending your own follow-ups. And how do you keep them interested? It may be that you do it 1 or 2 emails during those 10 emails from the system, or whatever it is that you decide. But let's say you do it in the long run, in the long term. I can tell you what I've been doing lately is that one of the things that I used to see is that I didn't have much opening rate of my emails. So I created some marketing strategies, 5 of them. Actually, it's 10 of them. So when I send them, I say that, I send them one by one. The first marketing strategy, free marketing strategies that they don't have to pay for. So when someone opts in, the minute they get the thank you letter, the next day they get the first strategy. And it explains in there to them that I will send you 5 free marketing strategies that you may find helpful in your business. And while that's been happening, I have found that the opening rate is been increasing. And one of the things I've also started doing is reading up on what's happening in America, listening to the coaching calls, which we do have in EMP, the 15-minute ones. You listen to those, you see if they're of any kind of substance that you can utilize, and just send them an email. It's something I learned today. And then you talk about that. I just thought I'll share that with you. The other day, there was Hillary Clinton in America talking about income, the differences in income between the rich and the poor in today's American economy. And I just thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I took a bit of that and, I said what I thought about it, and I sent it to them. And it was interesting that the day before, when I had sent an email, which I can't remember what I addressed it as, the day before there was only 10 people who had opened my email. On that one about Hillary Clinton, there was 15 people who opened the email. The next one I followed up, I talked about the theory of think, feel, do. And I said, oh, I learned this theory at university when I was doing my social work. And I referred that to a film called The Heat. Now, in the film is this big chubby woman. I don't know whether you've seen it. And she's so versatile. I love her. Anyway. And she's partnered with this stiff upper lip type, But in the end, from chalk and cheese, they actually glue. They do well together. And the think, feel, do is about think about what you want to do, or think about what you're actually thinking about somebody. And then what is it that you're going to do about it? And before you do it, you must try and be empathetic. Put yourself in their shoes. How would they feel if I say to them, actually, you're too fat. Do you think you should lose weight if you're going to be a police officer? So, I didn't say that, but that kind of thing. But again, when I sent that, I had 18 people opening the email. So every day I'm thinking of something I can share. However, one of the most important thing about, keeping them interested is that if you offer them something, for instance, in the series of free marketing strategies, after I've sent the second one, the fourth email, which is on the what do you call it? It's on the automatic series where one goes the next day, and then there's a day or two another goes. It says, oh, yesterday I did say to you that I'll be sending you the third marketing strategy. Actually, before I do that, I need you to let me know how you got on with the first and the second one. So I've asked something. They could be waiting for the third one. And I've asked something. I've had 1 or 2 reply. But in the past, I never had anyone reply. And in the past, I would get 0 opening my mails. And one of the things that I've realized is that I wasn't sending enough emails. And I think the best way to find out of how you can actually learn how to do it is to subscribe to someone you really value. One of the top people in the market, in the industry. Subscribe to them and see what emails they send you, how often they're sending you, what is it they're talking in those emails. So then you can start adapting yourself and trying, see if maybe their way will work for you, and see if your way as well will work for you, whichever way. So you do it that way. So yeah, that is how you keep them interested. And yeah, and it is important to make sure that your prospects know what you stand against. And obviously, in the long run, you prove yourself. Okay, I think I'll pass over to Mary or back to Purity.
Thank you, Sue. You've done a very good job there, and it was well explained. And actually, I've also learned something off you. So I'm hoping that that people are getting value out of what you have said. So right now, I will go straight to Mary and ask what Mary has for us. Mary.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hi. I think Sue said it all. She's really stamped on it, and it's really good. What I'm going to add, for example, how many emails you send it to your prospect, for example. I will send, this is mine, this is what I'm actually doing at the moment. I will send 2 to 3 emails to them. This is what I do, because as soon you got a lead, EMP will send the emails on behalf of you. So how many emails EMP are sending? They're sending 10 emails to your prospect. That's why I'm sending 2 to 3. Why I'm sending 2 to 3? Because in these 2 and 3 email, I have to get their trust. I get to get them valued. I get to get them trust me. They're really talking to somebody that is not the machine, answer machine. For example, they will get the email through the Aweber. So this is automatic email is there. So when I send personal email, this is personally from me to them. I don't want to send more also to spam them, because they will see that as soon they see your name there or something, it will go to the spam. That's why I'm sending 2 or 3 email. And for example, email, when you're sending email, it has to be, this is all going to EMP product. It has to be compelling headline of email, like just Sue said. She took just from the Hillary Clinton headline, and she adapted that email and sent it to her prospect. This is one of the teaching we're getting from EMP, to adapt that email, make it interesting. So when they say that, oh my God, I want to read this email to the end. And this is how you get them interested. And also your first email has Purity early talking about the emails. The first email, for example, you introduce yourself, to get to know you and something like this. And when you say, oh, I'm so excited today receiving that you are so interested to my product and this stuff. But please, could you please, to make sure that I'm really talking to you, give me the permission for send you email with more information, so that will get them click to this email, okay, because they needed more information. And this is why also you get them adding your list, because they gave you that permission. As soon you said to them, there is more information to come, so they will follow.
It's usually trying to keep on keeping them interested, and it's a bit like watching a soap opera or your best movie, or your best series of a show, and they leave it on a cliffhanger where you want to come back tomorrow and watch it. So you have to try and think of cliffhangers in your emails as well. You know, where maybe you promised something the day before, but today you're saying, oh, you know, I promised you this. I'm actually in a hurry right now and I won't be able to do it. But look out for it tomorrow. So then they're now anticipating and watching and waiting for your emails.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sue, for that, and thank you, Mary, for that. First of all, I would like to apologize if there will be any noise on the background. It's just my neighbor's kids playing outside.
All right.
So please ignore that. There's nothing much I can do about that one.
Yeah,
but I mean, we've had quite interesting ways of how to send a successful email. So Mary and Sue, thank you very much for your information, and I will take this opportunity to say that at the end of this video, we'll put our links at the bottom. So please come and say something to us, tell us what you think, and also follow us by using our link. Otherwise, I will say bye, and I will ask Mary and Sue to say bye as well, so that we can wrap up and see you next time. So Mary and Sue, you want to say bye? Good night. See you next time, same place.
Same place, same time.
Bye.
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 Bye.